Horse, what a time we had yesterday.
Ai, 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 apuros,
What's
hein?
up, guys? What's up?
Look, man, test for cardiac.
Was cardiac test.
And we're going to share with you exactly what happened. Here's the thing, we never had a problem with Ramon's height. Because Ramon is 181. Per NPC rules, over 6 feet in pro, you could weigh 101 kilos. Ramon with 181. We're talking about a centimeter. We never had a concern. What is the concern we had with Ramon? It was weight. Is not true.
Yeah.
It never crossed my mind.
But since noon, he was already at the right weight.
All in the plan.
All in the plan. He left the hotel for the weigh, and with exactly 100 kilos.
Yes, easy 100 kilos. I was on Ramon's side, and then they called him. Time to weigh. I left him alone. We had already resolved the question of his music and other situations, so I thought everything is quiet for now. After a while, I noticed movement and went to see what was going on. When I got there, I asked, is something going on? And they told me the athlete needs to lose 3 kilos. I said no. He is exactly 100 kilos. The guy told me no, and showed me the list that showed up to 98 kilos. I said no. Ramon weighs 100 kilos. He said no. He didn't hit the height and asked, can you measure again? The guy was very helpful and told me okay to be. He said, you can get on the scale. I said, Ramon, stretch. Ramon was well aligned. The guy lowered the ruler well aligned. How it has to be. The guy told me, come here. When I looked, 1.79 and a half. What was my reaction? Ramon comes down. Now, the guy turned and said, 1 hour to take this weight off. Ramon, we have an hour to take off 3 pounds. The first person I went after was the horse, Pacho. The situation is this. Let's call a Seto. Horse came and got Ramon. That uproar. It got out of hand. That wasn't our plan. We were completely calm. It was just regret and enjoy the moment. We got our things and we were going down the escalator. There I said, wait a second. Half a centimeter. Let's stretch.
I speak to you. You do not believe.
Eu já falei.
Then I said to the horse, come back. Let's do this. Call Pacho. Let's do traction.
Pacho already did this with you, and it worked.
And it worked. Okay, we did the traction. I went back to meet, went to Thamer and asked, Thamer, how much time does he have? He said, Renato, as soon as the time ends and I have to finish, we have some athletes to weigh. You have 45 minutes. I said, okay. Pacho, let's do traction. Does stretching, does traction. Then the horse and Pacho started. I was sitting in the meeting when Chris Aceto came in and said, traction doesn't work, we have to hit the weight. What was Chris' mindset? Chris had an athlete from Tunisia and his measurement had come out wrong. For some reason. And then the athlete measured again and it worked. Then Aceto said, I think they measured you wrong. So Chris took Ramon to measure again. But he was furious. Chris was very angry. When we measure, hit the same number. Then the guy turned and said, 3 pounds, 30 minutes. Brother.
Meanwhile, the bathtub was already warming up there.
I said, Thamer, what am I going to do now? 1.5 kilos in 30 minutes. He said, Renato, run and pray for time. I can't hold any more than that. I have to be strict with the rules. Brother, me, Horse, and Pacho, we looked like three crazy people. We arrived at the hotel room, and what did we do? We turn on the hot tap, the shower, and the bathtub to make a kind of steam sauna. Temperature, tell me, Horse.
Volcano lava level temperature.
Volcano lava.
Exact very hot. If I tell you, you'll think that I'm making it up.
The bathtub was boiling. Okay. Ramon went to get in the bathtub and he couldn't. He started to feel sick. When we relaxed a bit, Ramon started to do exercises. Push-ups, squats to burn calories, get in the bath again. But Ramon couldn't get in. Brother, know what this crazy here did? This guy is fuck, I'll tell you. It brought tears to my eyes. The Horse took
shirt and sneakers.
Got into the bathtub with Ramon.
Said it's smooth. It's not even hot. Come here.
He got into the bathtub and held Ramon's hand. He said, brother, I'm with you on this one. If I entered, you will also enter. Ramon entered. I fanned Ramon's face. Horse inside the bathtub held Ramon's hands and Pacho splashed cold water on his head. Ramon in the bathtub and the Horse with his feet in the bathtub holding Ramon. No kidding, that water must have measured between 60 or 70 degrees.
When I walked in, I thought it's hot. Damn, I can't take it. Brother is burning my legs. But soon I'll stop feeling. Ramon can come. It's cold. It's smooth.
Ramon's skin came out all burnt.
When he got up, veins come out from within the veins.
We took the ball out of the bathtub. Thamer calls me and says, you have 10 minutes to be here or Ramon is disqualified. Dry him and let's go up. We went down the hotel corridor. We weighed in and there was a kilo missing. Who can take weight off Ramon? Insanely dry. Ramon doesn't lose weight, man. Then I told the Horse and Gela Borges' chiropractor he's here.
I said, will it?
Chris said, no use chiropractor. Said, Horse, I'm not going to argue with Chris. He's going to kick me here. Come with me, Horse. What do we have to lose? It all went wrong. Won't hit the weight. Didn't hit here, it won't hit there. Horse said, come on. Oh, Dini, a great friend we have. Dini went crazy looking for a chiropractor. Brother, Ramon has a star.
The guy suddenly fell from the sky.
The guy was at the hotel. The guy was in Las Vegas.
The guy had gone upstairs for a beer, and Dini found him there.
Dini managed to find the guy in 2 minutes. When Dini showed up with the guy, we were 50 meters from the entrance to meet. Thamer was at the door watching us, and he said, come. Oh, I said, Thamer, 2 minutes, please, 2 minutes. He said you have 2 minutes to Jock's left. Me and the Horse almost had a heart attack.
Ramon was lying down, and the chiropractor said, get up and take off your clothes. I need to see you standing up. I looked at Renato and said, fuck. The guy is going to study Ramon. Nah, fuck.
Then the guy looked at Ramon. Stand aside, Ramon. And I was looking and thinking, for the love of God, man, do something.
Stretch that dinosaur soon.
Make him look like a T-Rex. The guy looked from one side and looked from the other, and boom, he pulled Ramon's scapula, cracked his neck, then twisted his torso. He laid Ramon down in a little while he pulled Ramon's leg.
The femur socket made noise.
Then he said to Ramon, you're going to go back to your original height. He said, don't get up at once, get up sideways. I said to Thamer, he is ready. He said, can come. Ramon went there. When he arrived at the weigh-in, brother,
Pesagem, velho.
there were about 10 people filming. It had already gone viral among all the athletes that Ramon didn't make weight.
Então era
So there were coaches and friends of athletes who all wanted to follow.
todo mundo. Ramon esticou.
Ramon stretched and the guy put the ruler down and I looked at it. 1 meter 87.
O cara travou.
Then the referee turned around and said, "Film. Does anyone have any questions?" And Haney Rambod is in the background with his arms crossed watching everything.
O Rainbow é o treinador do
Was he in shock or not?
Ele ficou lá.
He stayed there until it was time for Ramon to weigh in.
Tava lá, cara. E lá. Ele
He looked and said, "Okay, it worked very well, congratulations."
deu certo? Aí os árbitros deu certo. Ok,
Then he left.
tudo bom. Aí ele foi embora. Mano, a gente
Brother, we started screaming like crazy. It looked like the end of the World Cup.